This is Keita, he's just an ordinary student. Early in the morning, his older sister Akane rushed to work, telling him to eat breakfast properly and not to be late for school. He later heard that his sister had missed her train. After going outside for some fresh air, he learned from a neighbor that someone in their apartment complex had just been hit by a car. Although feeling sympathetic, the neighbor hoped Keita would occasionally come over for meals. He just nodded and promised to visit another time. Keita actually found it troublesome to be a nice person, believing that maintaining too many relationships would create obstacles and affect his own life. He then met his classmate Risa, who was happy that Keita was also running late because she didn't want to be scolded alone. Risa mentioned she had won a prize, and Keita thought she would invite him to share the reward, but she had already invited someone else and said she would invite him another time. He didn't really care though, as he had no intention of going anyway. They both arrived at class, and the teacher overlooked their tardiness. Not long after, Risa invited another classmate to attend the concert she won tickets for, while Keita was invited by classmates to go karaoke. He was about to accept, but then declined, claiming he was busy that afternoon. This was actually just another excuse Keita used to politely decline social activities he deemed unnecessary. He then went to the arcade and got something to eat. While reading at a shop, he met a young neighbor girl who, thinking he wasn't busy, wanted to invite him home for a meal, but he made up an excuse to decline. He later rode his bike to a restricted area and went up an unfinished highway to watch the sunset. That evening, while passing by the train station, he unexpectedly saw someone who looked very similar to the woman who had been in the accident at their apartment complex that morning. Meanwhile, Risa, who was at the concert, was told by her friend that there was someone who looked just like her. Risa suspected the doppelganger legend might be true. Keita tried to follow the woman at the train station. Years ago, his mother had encountered her own doppelganger and died in an accident shortly after.